So we've got the lights, we've got the cameras, time for the action. Welcome along to qualifying then for the Singapore Grand Prix. Pole has won 7 out of 9 previous races. Oh, and there's a puncture for Felipe Massa.
Broken wheel as well, that's been in the wall. His problem started on the way into 21, actually.
Yeah.
Got a bit of oversteer, had to turn into the slide, which put him slightly out of position. Stayed on the gas and had a fight with the wall and lost.
So everyone from Stoffel van Dorn downwards is out on the track. Stroll was in the bottom 5 and lost a bit of time, didn't he, through that final sector. Lance Stroll only 15th fastest as Danny Kvyat goes 4th fastest and puts his teammate Carlos Sainz into the drop zone. So Sainz, who set the fastest first sector time of the session so far and was only a 10th of the best middle sector time. Well, if he's hooked a decent final sector together, he should go way up, and does. Jolyon Palmer at the moment has the second slowest time. This will be Palmer's last effort to get out of Q1, and does so. Goes 5th fastest for Jolyon Palmer. Fernando Alonso is on the fringes of the bottom 5, but he has set 2 personal bests so far and goes 3rd fastest. So Ericsson, Wehrlein, Stroll, Hulkenberg and Massa now down in the bottom 5. Hulkenberg is up into the top 10. That pushes Kevin Magnussen down into the bottom 5 as well. Magnussen definitely out of qualifying. Stroll is still going for it. Sadly, he is out. Both Williams out of qualifying 1 for the 4th time in 6 races. Lance Stroll, Felipe Massa, Wehrlein and Ericsson, joined by Kevin Magnussen.
This is a great end to Alonso's lap.
Well, can he get under a 141? He's a 141.4 for Fernando Alonso. Takes him 8th fastest, so he's in there with a chance. Danny Kvyat, only 13th fastest. Checkered flag is out. Although Kvyat did make the checkered flag. Esteban Ocon definitely out. He's crossed the line and stays 14th fastest. Carlos Sainz next to cross the line. Sainz 10th fastest with a 141.8. We're on board now with Nico Hulkenberg, who's currently 9th fastest of all. Takes that final corner, crosses the line 7th fastest, pushes Jolyon Palmer down into the bottom 5. Jolyon Palmer,
whose transponder has gone on the missing list for the 3rd consecutive race.
11th on our timing screen. Verstappen with another fast lap, another all-time track record, a 140.3 for him. And Ricciardo puts his Red Bull up into 2nd place. Sebastian Vettel will be next to cross the line. I'm sure he'd like for a little bit of bragging rights to take into Q3 the quickest time of all, but it's not going to happen. He doesn't actually improve on his time.
I'm fed up with this.
They're not very grateful, these drivers, are they? A lot of them have gone over the line so far, have nowhere near matched their Q2 time.
140.0 by Kimi Räikkönen. Now that has put the cat amongst the pigeons as Lewis Hamilton next to cross the line. Now can he get anywhere near that 140.0? He can, but by a 10th of a second he's slower than Kimi Räikkönen. Next to cross the line will be his teammate Valtteri Bottas, who goes 3rd fastest, but Max Verstappen now, who has been quickest in the first couple of sessions here in qualifying, crosses the line in his Red Bull. First man into the 139's provisional pole for Max Verstappen, and instantly beaten by Sebastian Vettel by a 10th of a second. Were Ferrari sandbagging at the end of Q2. Ricciardo crosses the line, only 3rd fastest. Sebastian Vettel on pole 3 times here in Singapore before. He is on course to make it 4, unless the others can find more pace. Kimi Räikkönen crosses the line and can't improve on his time, so Räikkönen stays 4th fastest. Now it's back to Verstappen.
And Ricciardo looks the quicker of the 2 Red Bulls on this all-important lap.
So can Verstappen pick up any more in that final sector to challenge Vettel? No, he can't. Finishes outside, so still Sebastian Vettel in provisional pole. Next up, Lewis Hamilton was 5th fastest, stays 5th fastest, even though he improves his time. That's not what he needed as Sebastian Vettel crosses the line. He increases his advantage over the rest. Can he be beaten by Ricciardo? No, he can't. It is Sebastian Vettel on pole for a 4th time in Singapore. Mercedes have been thoroughly beaten on this Saturday night in Singapore. It is Ferrari and Sebastian Vettel, after losing the championship lead, very much on top going into the next race.
P1 Sebastian, pole position. Nice one, nice one.
Yes! Ragazzi, che grande!
Worth pointing out that Sebastian Vettel has never, ever lost from pole position on this track.